room, there's lots of wonderful things to do. There's singing and there's instruments too. There's me and you. Find Ringo where he ran off to. Washington Lands is the best school. The people here are really cool. Mr. Lambie's Music Room. Good morning, guys. Mr. Lambie reporting to you here from the roof of beautiful Washington Lands Elementary School in Moundsville, West Virginia. I just want to remind everybody it's really important to get outside to get some activity in. And today I want you to do something adventurous. Yeah. Now, speaking of adventure, we have a very adventurous special guest today. She's known to have had 2 aunts in the circus, and one of them taught Marilyn Monroe how to ride an elephant. Everybody put your hands together for Mrs. Hinerman. Hey, Mrs. Hinerman, how are you doing?
Great, how are you doing?
Good, it's great to have you with us today.
Oh, thanks, it was a nice flight in.
Now, one of the first things I like to do here on my show is I like to ask our special guests some special questions. So, the first very important question, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, wow, that's tough because I love them all. But you know what, I would almost have to say just plain old chocolate.
Just plain old chocolate ice cream. Very good. And Mrs. Hinerman, what is your favorite genre or type of music?
You know what, and I'm not just saying this because it's that season, but I absolutely love Christmas music.
Oh, she loves Christmas music. Well, that's great news because we're going to do some Christmas stuff later on today. Now, did you have music when you were in school?
Yes, I did.
And did you like music?
I really enjoyed it a lot, yeah.
Were you a good student or did you get in trouble a lot in elementary school?
In music class, I was very good.
Oh, you were good? Well, that's very
Yes.
important. Okay, that's good that you were good in music class. Great. Did you play any instruments?
You know what? I tried to play the saxophone. I always wanted to play like the flute or clarinet, something small. But my brother had played the saxophone, so my parents said, no, you're playing the saxophone. So it was big and clunky and hard to get on the school bus. But I played it for a few years. But you know what, Mr. Lambie? Boy, do I wish I would have stuck with it.
Well, you'll have another chance to redeem yourself with some instruments today because we're going to play Name That Instrument. Mrs. Hinerman's going to hear a collection of instruments and she's going to pull her mask up over her eyes as a blindfold. If she guesses all 5 instruments correctly, she's going to win a big prize. Fredward, tell her what her prize is going to be.
Well, howdy, Becky. My name's Fredward, and I've got today's prize for you. Today's prize is the all-new 2020 Chevrolet Traverse that formerly belonged to Mrs. Sturgill. Best of luck, Becky. I hope you win.
All right, now we've got Mrs. Hinerman blindfolded, and I'm going to play some instruments for her, and we're going to see if she can get all 5 correct. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here's our first one. What instrument do we have?
That sounded like a guitar.
All right, it's a guitar, and she got it correct. And the guitar, of course, belongs to the string. All right, are you ready for number 2?
I sure am.
All right, here's our second instrument.
You know what? Was that a recorder?
Was that a recorder? That was a recorder. Great, and that belongs to the Woodward family. She's got 2 for 2. Here comes the next one. All right, here comes number 3.
Oh, wow. Would you just call that the bells? The little bells?
What we call this little bells? Oh, I'm sorry. It was the maraca.
Oh,
She missed out on the prize, but that's okay because we're going to do a couple more to see if she can redeem herself. Are you ready for number 4?
I am. Oh, was that a violin or a fiddle.
That was a violin. Very nice. And we have one more for you.
Oh, wow. Was that a French horn?
That was a French
Aw.
horn. And our brass band was very nice. Everybody give Mrs. Hinerman a round of applause. She got 4 out of 5. Very good. Now, Mrs. Hinerman, do you get scared easily, or do you like surprises?
I love surprises, and I love, like, when you're watching a scary movie, that,
Boom! Oh, yeah.
the music, yeah.
I love that too. The excitement is great. And so, actually, earlier today, I went around and I surprised some people. Take a look.
Mr. Larry's music room, there's lots of wonderful things to do.
Surprise!
Instruments too, there's me and you. Find Ringo where he went off to Washington.
Surprise!
This is the best school. The people here are really cool. Mr. Larry's music room.
Surprise!
Eli!
Now, I have another friend over here. This is Franz Joseph Haydn. And Mr. Haydn was from Austria. And he was alive in the 17 and 1800s. And he loved to write music, and he loved to surprise people. Now, Mrs. Hinerman, what would you call somebody that writes music?
A composer?
Yes, he was a composer. Very nice. And he wrote lots of great orchestral music for stringed instruments, like the violin that we heard earlier. But he was also kind of an ornery guy, and he liked to spook people. So he wrote something called the Surprise Symphony. And in the Surprise Symphony, he has them playing quiet or piano the whole time. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they play really, really loud and surprise everybody. So when he surprises us, I want us both to go ahead and raise our hand.
Okay.
Ready? This is the Surprise Symphony by Franz Joseph Haydn. It's pretty quiet right now.
It is.
It's still quiet.
It is, yeah.
It's really quiet. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's listen for it again. Woo! There he goes again, and he surprises us again and again. And if you keep listening to the piece, he likes to keep on surprising us. Now, Mrs. Hinerman, you told us earlier that you love Christmas songs, right?
Oh, I love them, yeah.
Well, I think that we need to end this show by playing a Christmas song. Do you like Jingle Bells?
Oh, I love it.
I like Jingle Bells too, but we're not going to sing it today. Instead, we're going to play it with boom whackers.
Oh, wow, I never played a boom whacker.
So we have 5 different colored and different pitch boom whackers here. And you'll notice some of them are big and some of them are little. And the big ones make the lower sound, and the smaller ones make a higher sound. All right, so Mrs. Hinerman, today we're going to play Jingle Bells on the boom whackers, and I'm going to have you play the F and the G right here, and I'll take the C, D, and E down here. Now, to make it even more challenging, I've arranged for us to have snowballs launched at us while we play Jingle Bells. Think you can handle it?
Yeah,
All right, you ready?
I am.
Here we go. Thanks everybody for tuning in. see you next time.
Mr. Larry's music room, there's lots of wonderful things to do. There's singing and there's instruments too. There's me and you. Find Ringo where he run off to. Washington Lands is the best school. The people here are really cool.